Day to forget. The Packers could solve the Bears secondary, which came away with 3 interceptions. The turnovers proved costly and sparked the Bears to a victory. Beckham Jr. comes up big. Beckham Jr. was the go-to man in the Browns win over the Cowboys, finishing with 140 receiving yards on the day. Okay, Beckham, 27-21. Nah, that's the wrong score. That was the Cowboys game. Unstoppable. Ground game, 31-21. We way over here. Let's find that game from last night. I'm trying to find it. There we go. Colts lose to the Ravens, 27-13. Big Papa. We just didn't execute, and that's not acceptable at home. This is where we're supposed to have an advantage, because you know I traded for the 2 linemen, I traded for both those corners and that D tackle, and that trade messed the whole Saints team up, because he lost out in that. He hasn't been winning since I made that trade. I got Sean Lattimore. He shut down D Hop. I saw that. You talking about he don't be playing, but the problem was I stopped giving Hines the ball in the Ravens game. 27-13. Colts lose to the Ravens 27-13, but at the end of the day, I should have played him tomorrow. I shouldn't have played him last night. Big Papa, we just didn't execute, and that's not acceptable. Simple as that. Play of the day. Cowboys upset 24-17. So we don't have no undefeated teams running around no more. What's going on with that hitter?
Just shows parity in the league.
Man.
Any given advance.
Any given advance. Them Falcons, man, I think they need a quarterback over there in the building, and they need a receiver over there in the building. Something going on. Like 61-21. You know, it was on the ground. Beckwith probably went off again for touchdowns. Yep, as always. Man, let's talk about, this is the title can't get no bigger than what we looking at right here. When you look at the Panthers versus the Broncos, the Panthers can't handle war. It's just that simple. You don't gotta go no farther than that. Is that not a great title? They just could not stop that guy, bro. Like, this is nuts. Oh my God, they couldn't stop him right now, man. Like, I know you know it's hard to ask somebody that coached this team to talk about a player on this team. Is this the best rookie receiver in the league right now?
I think so. I haven't seen anyone better.
Man, I mean, them Florida State boys, a lot of them guys are playing well, but we got 2 receivers from Florida State rookies that's making names for themselves in the league right now. That's huge. And then you got the Alabama kid over there, and Texas and Cowboy Nation doing some things over there too. But yeah, I think this guy's. I mean, when you got a guy that can go vertical all game on you and shit, and you cannot touch him, pass interference is waiting to happen, or touchdown catches. When you got 30 catches, 16 touchdowns, that's safe to say every other catch is a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
We ain't seen no shit like that since Moss in real life. This is crazy, bro. That's dangerous. And then he got 30 catches, so it's not like, you know, he is catching the football over there, man. That's nuts. Well, we want to come back. We're going to talk about that. We got to talk about that. The play of the day, 24-17. Prescott big throw leads the Cowboys to the win. Again, we talked about last night's game. That was a big win by Boone coming back, getting himself back together, and in the process of moving and stuff. He playing on a small TV, all types of shit. He still comes in. And he said it last night when we was doing the DuckTales. Ooh. When we was doing that, he said it, man. Like, yo, since when have I ever been worrying about a DC Snake Eyes? Like, what? He said that shit, bro. He said it, and he came on here and he showed his boom. And listen, it was times Lamar Jackson was so tired. The color of the color of him was the same color as the pants of the Ravens that they wore last night, that deep purple. Because he was purple a few times. He had to go to the Wildcat and bring RG3 in again. That boy was so tired, but he won. He did what he had to do. He had Marmar looking like he looking in real life last night. I will say that. That shit look scary good. Like, we ain't seen that in a while, man. Booney, where have you been at, bro?
I've been, like I said, niggas moving around, man. Just couldn't get on the game, man. I couldn't focus on getting on the game. I'm back and forth right now.
Yeah, I was going to say you're not even all the way back right now, though, but you are back and forth. Hopefully, through this playoff push, you can keep things interesting over there in the AFC North right now, though. But I mean, not playing it, like, I don't think people realize how rusty you can get. I mean, all of us had to go through not being able to play in our leagues, but the rust is real, bro. When you don't play a couple games and you ain't on it playing, you come back in and some of the things just not familiar to you and shit. And then you came back off of a patch as well too, so that was big. But let's talk about your game last night, man. Like, playing that coach team, man, is a different. DC Snake Eyes did put something together pretty solid over there, man. Like, the first half, you were down 14-0 at one point. Were you worried at all at that stage, 14-0, and gave the ball back to him?
Nah, man, because all you do is run to the left, throw up bank plays, man, throw it up. Quarterback getting mad because dudes can't let from the ball. That's too much. We're not really forcing responses. So I do have to overcome that, man. So that was what we did.
Well, that been his model all year. Run to the strong side of your offensive line and throw them 50-50 balls up. I definitely think the 50-50 ball didn't work as well as it usually worked for him because your secondary, you do got a really good secondary right now. I mean, those guys were able to handle the jump ball situations pretty well. Man, so you coming back in. The Steelers is on top of the division right now. It comes down for you to win the division. He's gonna have more losses than you because he beat you twice. One in the forced win, and one in the regular season win right now, man. When y'all all playing, bro, do you still feel like y'all got the best division in football and Game of Thrones league? Right. All right. But again, the question was, when y'all all are playing, do you have the best division?
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Right. Well, I've been saying the AFC South is really looking solid to me too, man. Like, I know it's early. Usually when it's early, the separation don't really happen, but right now everybody playing good over there, bro. The divisions are pretty much even right now all over the field. We'll get to that too. Over there, we're gonna talk about some of these coaches that's on the rise right now. They got their teams playing really well right now, and some of these coaches that's falling off right now. What's going on with these guys that's top guys that's losing, and we hear all day long in the chat is excuses on why they losing this shit right now. The run game sucks, this and that. Well, the run game been OP since we started playing this shit. Yo, shut y'all room door for me, please. The run game been OP since you put on Madden 19, man. What's changed? Ain't nothing gonna change. I mean, they've patched things. And people, they didn't patch the run. They're not gonna patch the run, bro. They're not gonna let these defenders that already get 40 fucking sacks a season get better block shedding just to stop the run. So what they did was they put out abilities. Start getting guys with abilities, and you'll start seeing a run not be as strong as you see it. Because I'd be damned if I'm gonna consistently let somebody run for 200 or 300 yards rushing on me week in and week out. There's no excuse for that shit whatsoever. You know what I'm talking about? Start getting these superstar abilities that the game has given us, and you put these guys on the field, and you might see some things change over there. But when we talk about the league, bro, and we keep the league chipping right now, let me post this in the chat so we can get some feedback right now. As we talking right now, we talk about some of these guys that's putting up numbers right now, man. DC, while I'm putting this in the chat right now, which is there, is this the best? Is this one of the best leagues around right now?
Definitely, bar none. Some of the best users, the best commissioner, and we
definitely appreciate that.
We do things a little different here, but once you get used to it, you realize that it's a fairly even league all the way around.
Yeah, I think the moment you get across the fact that we do a lot of editing in our leagues, once you get past that stage of it and realize that Is a fair editing going on for all 32 teams. Once you get past that part of it, then you can understand what we doing and why we do what we do. Like everything is a counter reaction. And I appreciate you, you know what I mean, giving me the props as a commissioner and all that. But that's why I call myself the franchise guru, because this is what it is. When you in the league and you know this, man, you run your own league right now, man. Like, is it when you playing franchise mode? The best part of franchise is the build. Playing the games is great, but really you spend time trying to pitch your team in the best situation as possible. So the build starts with, you know, how you developing your players, and then what you draft. And if you don't touch none of these drafts or add these draft classes that people already edited, because at the end of the day, ain't that the same thing? When you go get somebody else's class, didn't they edit that? There's no way they didn't edit it. They touched it. They put their feel on it, on what they want these guys to look like coming out. Simple as that. If the Madden creators didn't put out their own draft classes, which I highly doubt they did, you're getting it from somebody else. Sad part, we've been doing this boom since 17 before you can even go download somebody else's roster and all that. We was already doing this type of shit, man, and I wouldn't be surprised if Madden ain't steal that shit from us. They fucking around stole it from us. But I will say this though, like, again, when you get through all the, you know, what we do as far as building a team, like back to what I was saying, DC, like, you got your own league. I haven't really asked you what you're doing as far as your draft classes. Do you guys just play y'all draft classes raw, or you do something to it?
Yeah,
Generator. All right. So now my question to you is does the rookies, are your rookies coming out in your draft class, are they impact players where you can actually play with these guys, or are they just roster fillers?
They mostly roster fillers.
Right, so it makes the original Madden guys gods, pretty much, and make those guys very important.
It doesn't change. If your team was good at the beginning, 99 of your team will be good at the end.
Right. So it doesn't. You can't close the gap on teams like the Cowboys, Seahawks, the Chiefs. You can't close the gap on those guys because there's nothing coming out in the draft that allow you to.
If you're a good user and you know how to build, you know, a combination of that, you know, good players win, period, regardless of their team. Right.
So in my eyes, I look at it like I said, I'm big on building and putting teams together, and I like to give everybody that feel. So it's like I don't go download nobody's roster. We can't do it in my league. We can't go get the next draft class that's coming out and all the real players and all that, because we do that already. We have a league strictly for that. So it'd be a fool of me to start downloading somebody else's rosters when I sit here myself and do exactly what these rosters y'all getting from these other guys. I do that myself, and I've been doing it way before Madden started doing it, so, or allowing other people to be able to do it. So what I do instead to counter it is we go through our draft class, the generated draft class itself, and we do things to that draft class to make it presentable, where you can get a guy like a Sheldon Ward come out and you can see the difference. I do think the start over completely now is at this point now where I completely forgot about the old league, bro. Like, it's the move on wasn't the transition wasn't as strong, didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Like, it's completely like all go on this league now, man. And I think the start over helped us with building players too, because now you seeing it. Like, you look at the receivers that came out. We had a shitload of rookie receivers that came out that got speed and pretty solid receivers, but it's only a handful of them standing out. Like, I want to continue to keep it that way, where, you know, I don't make 5 baby prime times. It's 20 of them sitting in the draft. You know what I mean? Like baby prime time is a once in a generation type player. Sheldon Ward is a once in a generation type player. You're not gonna see another Sheldon Ward come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for a while. You know, you can't get 5 Lamar Jacksons coming out in the same draft class. You're not gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? As you get a Lamar Jackson, and then we was blessed with a Kyler Murray right behind it. Then you might not see another one of those likes for the next 5 draft classes. Who knows? Like, so that's the authenticity of how I'm trying to keep our draft classes right now. But this year's draft was heavy on DBs right now. We got a lot of them starting amongst the league right now, and in the process of having good safeties in the league, rookie safeties, rookie corners in the league, it's still only a handful of them that's stepping into that superstar realm. with that being said, that goes back to the build and stuff on the teams, and we're going to the standings right now. DC, I'm sliding over here, and we're gonna start with the AFC. And right now, like I said, I'm gonna go with total wins first, and then we'll go from there. All right, so the Chiefs took their first loss today, 11-1 right now. Jaguars sitting at 9-3. You said a team with a first round bye will have 4 losses this year. Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Right,
4 losses get you a bye in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. That's something right there within itself. Of you saying that, that just tell you how hard the AFC is and how even everything is right now, though. But so you got the Jaguars sitting at 9-3 in second place right now, and you got the Broncos sitting at 8-4. Ravens slid back up to 8-4. Colts at 7-5. Steelers is in the middle of a game right now, so a win could catapult them over top of the Ravens and put them in 4th place. The Browns with a big win just now. That's 7-5. The Texans 6-5, Chargers 6-5, yet to play their games yet. And then you got the Titans, Bills. Somebody from the AFC Easy is still going to get a playoff spot at 4-8, 4-7, 4-7 right now. So, but as you can see, you see the closeness of how many guys, people are only a game or two out of changing the whole landscape of what the AFC look like right now. And if you go to the NFC, it's kind of on the same situation right now. I would say it's safe to say the NFC a little tighter than the AFC right now.
Yeah, they're definitely chipping over there.
Oh my God!
And a 8-4 team. That's
man.
Ooh. 3 losses get you a bye. I mean, get you a wild card.
A wild card, right? 3 losses to get you a wild card over here. Jesus. And that's competition, because now what happens is you're not going to have too many teams saying, nah, just give them the forced win right now. Like, people got to play right now all the way to week 17 right now. That's how serious it is right now. And if they ain't...
Look at their league ranking. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. That's 5 of the top 10 right there.
Right. That shit crazy right there. Like, it's the NFC crazy. So we're gonna go to the AFC North, and like we said, the Ravens, actually, we gotta go to the rankings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the rankings right now. So the Steelers are still on top of this division at 7-4. Ravens at 8-4. Steelers on top because they beat the Ravens twice head to head. Browns right behind them, 7-5. Bengals is on vacation right now, looking to upset a few people. This division is still tight like frog ass. So you predicted the Steelers to win this division, right?
Yeah, I did. I did have the Steelers and the Ravens coming in second.
Right. Well, with 4 or 5 games left, man. Some of them with 4 games left. This shit is still real tight over here. You get to the AFC South, it's still 2 games out right now. The Jaguars got a 2-game head start over these guys. And if you look at the rankings right now, the Jaguars are sitting in 4th for whatever reason. I don't understand that.
Because of the NFC.
Oh yeah, that's right, the NFC. Yep. All right, so the Jaguars sitting with a 4th ranking right now overall. So 9-3, Colts 7-5, Texans 6-5. Now the problem is it's still tight because of this reason right here. The Colts and the Jaguars split. Colts and the Texans split. Texans and the Jaguars split. So these guys split. So the still thing is too close for comfort right now. So we all still got to play lights out football down the stretch. AFC easy. 4-8 right now. The Buffalo Bills Hydra Wolf sitting on top of this division right now, man. Did you see that coming?
No.
I didn't either. I thought the Patriots would dominate this division right now.
I thought the Dolphins would.
I didn't think the Dolphins would because he playing so many young pieces right now. So I didn't think he would. I thought he would still keep himself relevant and in the mix. But I thought the Patriots should want to do it. I mean, they should be winning this division. Like, they should be sitting at like 9-4 right now in their cell. 8-4, something like that. But they lost 2 big games to the Dolphins and the Patriots, and he's losing division games, so that's big. Tom Brady is looking like it's time to hang it up right now, man. He's not really doing none at all. So we don't know. Somebody on this side might have a 500 record in the playoffs right now. So if that happens, that's going to leave one of these 10-win teams sitting on the sideline. That's crazy. That's when you know shit real right now. AFC West, I like this division. It's playing well. You got the Chiefs in 11-1 again. Broncos 8-4. Chargers 6-5. Raiders 4-7. DC, man, we gonna have to get to you, bro. Like you 8-1 since that big trade you made, man. We gotta get over there and talk about that, but we'll get to that once I get over these divisions right now and get to the NFC North. Now you made a big deal over this division last night, man. So you care to talk about this division right now with the Bears sitting at 6-6?
The Bears? Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Lions beat the Bears last night, so I think they split. But the Packers, man, at 4-7 is
still in range.
And the Packers have been playing really good football, bro. Like he started off 0-5, and then he ran off 3 straight, and won 3 out of 4 games. I mean, so and he's still with 5. I mean, he do got a tough schedule coming up though, but you never know, man. I think the Packers are built to play right now. Like he just can't make the mistakes. If he just play a solid game, he could be all right over there. And then we waiting for the Dolphins. We not really going to see. I mean, the Vikings. We're not going to really see too much out of him until after the off season. We got a new coach, an intern coach over there right now. They still looking to hire their coach. Let him get his first season in with these guys. So the Vikings really not in the mix at nothing right now. But you know, again, we will be talking about the Vikings soon. I like this division. It's tight. I don't know who's going to win it, but I still think it's a 3-man race over here. You get to the NFC South, it's locked down between the Bucks and the Saints right now. Bucks sitting at 8-4. I mean 8-3, and the Saints at 8-4. Bucks about to take a 50-50 tonight, which is going to kill him. He was complaining about that kind of in the chat today because the Saints is right on his ass right now. Now with that being said, the Saints been on a downward spiral, bro. They lost 4 straight. Yep, 4 straight, and then they came back and won. They lost 4 straight after that trade they made. So a lot of these guys trading and thinking like that. You seeing the effect of your trades, man. Trades is real. It might be for the best and it might be for the worst, man. But it also comes down to how you come back off of it right now. So he's still sitting here, even with 4 straight losses. He's still sitting here fighting for this division right now, man. Panthers, you know, they playing right now. They got young boys all over the place, and the Falcons is trying to get it together again with an intern coach right now. NFC East right now, the Eagles fell off due to coach illness right now. You know, their coach, they got an intern coach as well right now. So they started off hot, and then they lost 5 straight due to not being able to play. But the Giants, that 5 straight that the Eagles lost, put the Giants in a situation right now. So obviously, Jungle's the favorite to win this division, 9-3. But the Redskins did beat the Cowboys this year, and right now is only 2 games behind the Cowboys. But you got the Cowboys. Does the Giants still have a chance with 5 games left?
Not really. I think Jungle's not going to lose any more games.
And then we slide over to the NFC West. The undefeated Seahawks is undefeated no more, 11-1, lost to the Cowboys. Rams sitting at 8-3. They done ran 4 straight wins off right now. 49ers is in a slump right now. He lost his identity. He don't know who he is right now. He's trying to find himself. They trying to get their shit together. Their coach on the hot seat over here. And the Cardinals, man, they building right now. So you got the Cardinals. They just here not to get fined right now. And hopefully during the offseason they put some things together. I don't know how they're going to play through free agency because they definitely ain't going to have the picks to do it because they went all in on a Von Miller and Chris Harris trade. So they sitting at 2-9 right now. Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray's still playing solid right now though too. I will say that you can't give up 243 points and only score 172. It's a recipe of losing right there. They're all the divisions, as y'all can see, they all super tight right now, man. It's anybody's race from like 1 to 3 in each division. Anybody can do anything at any given moment. We got too many games left to be counting people in or out right now. Now, with that being said, man, let's go talk about some of these teams right now, man. Boom. Still there, my boy? I'm gonna ask you a question if you're still there right now. Yo, Booney. Think we lost Booney? Lost Booney fast. We're going to talk about the Saints first. Going right to the Saints team right now. Let's go to his roster first. So So, like I said, the Saints lost 4 straight. He just turned it around with a hell of a blowout win against the Falcons right now. And you know what? Through his losing, he's still winning in his division, which really counts the most, man. That's where it's really at right now. Win your division first. So, DC, man, the Saints traded away Marshawn Lattimore and Sheldon Rankins, D-tackle. Both of them, one was a superstar, one was a star, but they both were stars of that team. After that trade happened, the Saints lost 4 straight games. He started off hot, and he was playing this quarterback, Darren Robinson, right here, who's a 63 overall. Let me go look at some stats real fast, because they don't need to throw the ball a million times right now, but he did have 7 touchdowns, 4 INTs. He was 69% when he was starting, only sacked 8 times. He was managing the game for him, bro. I guess you saw it. You know what? I get a quarterback over him to be good, but in that process of you getting that quarterback over there, you took away from what you was actually doing, and having this rookie quarterback made you stay focused on game clock management and running the football and putting yourself in a situation where you wasn't losing games yourself. Like, you wasn't going to lose the game yourself. You would have had to lose it just by getting outplayed. You wasn't going to be out here throwing the ball around the park for 15 interceptions and shit like that. Then you go get Brissett. Now, here's the thing. This guy going to have to be signed. His star quarterback, I like him. You put that 69 on him, and he hasn't played good football since.
What's up?
So he on his last tender right now. He's about to be signed back. I don't know how much money he's gonna ask for, but this is what you're dealing with. Now, my question is, do you think this happened, DC? He got Brissett. He was winning. He only had 1 loss on the year. He brought a quarterback in that he needed, and in the process of that, he thought that quarterback would take him to the promised land the way he was playing at that time. You think that's what he thought?
He thought that he needed a passing game, but he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think he needed a passing game at all at the time, because he still don't need it, because he's not really. Brissett didn't give him anything. If anything, the offense got worse with Brissett on the field. And with that being said, I don't think he realized to win ball games you need a defense to win that ball game. Your offense, like, you got the Chiefs offense over there putting up numbers and doing all that, but if his defense ain't playing for him, them numbers don't matter, right? And that's what you put yourself into. You get rid of your top corner, and this is what you left with: Demarius Randall, old ass Joe Hayden, old ass Jimmy Smith, Patrick Robinson, and a guy you stole off a practice squad, Teddy Phillips. None of these corners on this roster right now, it screams I can stop anybody right now. Like, you do got one with high overall with 85, Demarius Randall, and that killed you. So you got rid of your stud shutdown corner. You got rid of him, and then you kind of hurt your D-line getting rid of your D-tackle. Now you're dealing with 2 young guys. And I like Mario Edwards, but he's still only a 72 overall right now. And then you got Malcolm Brown. But you got rid of a superstar D-tackle that worked really well with your defensive ends right now. So, again, losing those players killed you right now. My thing is, can you build off of this? And with that being said, you're still in a position to still be a playoff team and still fight for a Super Bowl, bro. Chase that throne. Still in them same situations. So at least you got those losses out the way early, but can you continue to keep that momentum? You got the second best offensive line in the league and one of the top rookie running backs in the league. And with that being said, man, do what you do best. Keep doing it. I think the Saints is going to the playoffs this year. I don't see them not making the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs this year, but when they get to the playoffs, are they going to be able to stop anybody? That's going to be my thing. Can they stop anybody? They talk about other teams that that we saw winning ball games that's really not in a good space right now. Let's slide over here into California. And California love. Boom, bow, now, and let's go look at these 49ers right now. So, DC, can you say anything before I say anything, bro?
What we talking about?
49ers.
Who? 49ers who?
Man. All right, so here's the thing.
Who are they?
Right. Are they a household name in the league anymore?
They lost their identity.
It's like, who the fuck are we? They don't know who they are right now. That's crazy because you had an identity, and that identity had other people copying your identity and hating your identity, but at the same time taking your steez a little bit. The problem is, what is your identity? And this is the first thing we're gonna talk about is Jimmy Garoppolo sitting over here. You got a rookie quarterback. The first mistake the 49ers made was not getting Tom Brady back in that trade. Do you agree or disagree with me?
Yeah.
That was the first mistake he made. All right. I think he was more looking at the draft picks because he thought that was the wave, because that's what everybody else was worrying about, draft picks and shit. So you lost out on a player that you played well with. As you can see, the Patriots got Tom Brady right now, and he looked like it's time for him to retire. We don't even want to see him in the league right now. You still had him, and this guy had him over here as a cheat code. Tom Brady really played well for him, and it balanced that run game out with Tom Brady being able to make throws that most quarterbacks ain't gonna better do. I think that killed him. Now with that being said, okay, you didn't get Tom Brady back. You go get your rookie quarterback in Joe Montana Jr. But the biggest mistake he made was starting that quarterback.
Kept Tom Brady as a mentor.
Or Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's say fuck the Tom Brady trade. He didn't make it. But you got Jimmy Garoppolo over here. You drafted a rookie quarterback. Jimmy G could have motherfucking held you down. Flat out held you down this year. And why you allowed this quarterback to develop, because a lot of your losses come from him not being ready yet, just at quarterback, not just throwing the ball. Your entire team is not going to play as well as they would play with a veteran quarterback on the helm. I showed that when I started off 0-3 and I had to go to Nick Foles. So you killed yourself not doing that. It's too late to turn back to it now. So this is a Montana team, but you put yourself in a situation where you went from top 2 or 3 in your division to like, damn, like what's going on? But everything that happens is always a repercussion to it, and you can fix it. All right, so at running back, still got Tevin Coleman. He's 27 years old. You do got speed backs over here. You got the X factor on this guy. He's still a dog. And the problem, I think, with the run game with him, he showed it today with that 31 points he put up on the Redskins today. You don't have to come out in the same formation all game long and run the same stretch. You're starting to find other run plays to run. You're listening a little bit, and it showed today. But you lost there, and then he went and traded away Kittles at tight end with Jalen Hurd as the replacement. So this move was this. Jungle traded me in the first season with Jalen Hurd. I gave him 2/3. He gave me 2/3 for him. Moved him to tight end, and he had 100 catches that year. He was all world and all that stuff and this and that. Jalen Hurd is a normal player when you first start the game. You're not Jungle, so you're not going to get the numbers you need to get to make this guy a superstar or X factor like Jungle did. So that was the wrong move. Kerry Kittles is really still young. I don't understand why he was a trade piece for you, but he's only 26 years old and he's the #1 tight end in the league. So go back to these 49er team. I thought that trade killed him because you had a tight end that can actually block for you on them stretch runs. He's going to win most of his battles, whether he going out for a pass or blocking, because it was Kittles. I didn't think he needed to get rid of him. He did. He got some good draft picks for it. But Jalen Hurd is not the replacement, because really, if you look at your tight ends, none of them are blockers. They're all just speed guys. So you changed your run game with getting rid of Kittles. Got to develop this line over here. He got some defensive ends. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, he missed the first draft. That hurt him too. He drafted one of the worst safeties in the league at pick 13 this year because he wasn't able to draft himself. But not talking negative about him. Let's talk about how he get out of this slump. You go look at these draft picks. He can change this team around in 2 seasons. He got 2 first-round picks, a 4th, 2 fifths, and a 6th. So right now he playing with enough draft picks to pick starters. Like if he win on all these picks and can find starters with all these picks, he can change his team around in the season. What do you think, Hitter?
definitely the draft changes anybody's team, especially when you have 2 first-round picks like we got.
Right. And then one of your picks is a top 10 for right now, so you could do anything with that. You can shuffle that and get more picks. You could do so much stuff with having 2 first-round picks right now. So let's just see what his GM skills is going to be and can he manage it? Because right now his GM skills as of right now is terrible, and he has to change that narrative right now. And until that happens, the 49ers, we can't even start discussing the 49ers as a team that's a threat or going to win some games. And with that being said, he still can sneak some games in here and there, and I don't think it's a wash season. He still got some things going on right now. He could upset a few people, whatever the case may be, but you can't miss this draft and can't miss on this draft because you're going to have to turn this thing around real fast right now. 49ers went from a top team to a team not barely mentioning right now. So that's the Niners. Let's get them out of it. Let's go, Coach Nando. Get it together over there, baby. You got this. When you keep sliding and talking about these teams, man, got to get back down here to some of these teams, man. And when we talk about some of these teams, bro, the hottest team in the league right now is the Denver Broncos. Anybody disagree with that?
I do.
Why? Who else is hot?
The Jaguars.
I mean the Jaguars hot too. You know how many people right now probably like they the host of the show. Of course they talking about their teams.
I mean, you gotta give the credit where credit's due.
But are we speaking facts right now, though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, we speaking facts.
The hottest 2 teams in the league right now come from out of the AFC, and it's the Broncos and the Jaguars right now. I agree. I think you're the hottest team right now over us right now. But we both started off 0-3. And both of us had mega runs. I started off 0-3. I think I got 1 loss. Wait a minute. Did I start off 0-3 or did I start off 0-2, buddy? I think I started off 0-2, and you started off 0-3. Let's go check it out. Yep, we started off 0-2, and then we won 2, so we was 500 going into the Chiefs game, and we lost that game, and then we ran off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games right now. Yeah, that's a hot streak right there. Got the Browns, Packers, Ravens, and Lions left. Yep, hot streak right there. Then you get to back over here and get to these Broncos. And the Broncos start off 0-3 for real, 1, 2, 3, and then they run off 1, 2, 3, 4. Take off the bye week for a forced loss here, and then he come back and runs 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games, bro. Like 8-1, and your last 9 games is big, bro. Super big. Now, with that being said, the reason why I think you are the hotter team because you made a big trade coming off that 3rd loss. You went and got Tyrann Matthews. Get to this roster over there right now. Hey Tyrann, hey Tyrann, hey Tyrann, hey Tyrann, hey. Alright, so Drew Lock playing well for you right now. How you feel about him? Franchise quarterback?
Yeah, you know, I love Drew Lock. I had him in the first league and he developed really well, so I stuck with him with this.
Right. Drew Lock playing solid too. He up there in the top 10 in throwing and passing yards right now as well too. You went and got you a mean running back out the draft with Maurice Clarett Jr. right now. What type of stage of football is he playing on right now?
He's coming together real well. I kind of missed his trait upgrade. He had a breakout week and I didn't achieve it. But he's still a solid running back for my team.
Right. Big back too, 5'11", 233 with 93 speed, 95 accel, and he's agile too, 95 agility. This is a horse in the backfield, man. Keep drives going. Get to the receivers right now. Again, you drafted Sheldon Ward. You got Cortland Sutton still. You got Deshaun Hamilton on X Factor. Your top 3 receivers right now, all pretty solid right now. Like you got a burner and 6'5" guy, but is this guy not the offensive player of the year rookie-wise?
I think he is, but it's a lot of horses in this race.
Right. Definitely a lot of horses in the race right now. But this guy's unbelievable. Again, 30 receptions, 16 touchdowns. That's a catch. That's a touchdown every other catch, bro. So that's crazy. So that's like I'm lining up. I'm going to catch the ball. His next time I throw him the ball, that's a touchdown. I ain't seen no shit like that before. But in the process of this, man, you got rid of 2 stud X Factor defensive players right now in a Madden league where X Factors and shit mean a lot. You got rid of Chris Harris, a shutdown corner, one of 5 shutdown corners that come on the game right away. And then you got rid of one of the best pass rushers in the league, which is Von Miller. And in the process of getting rid of them, you got Tyrann Mathieu out of a trade. I didn't get over it to your defense. Why you think you started playing well after you got rid of Von Miller and Chris Harris? Like, what was the difference? What changed your entire landscape of your defense?
It was the next man up syndrome in the locker room. Yeah. That's basically all it was.
It's sort of like that Raiders situation. Get rid of Antonio Brown and everybody start playing well. They playing as a team more than individual accolades.
Well, I wouldn't say that because Vaughn and Chris wasn't a cancer to my team. They were actually an asset. But
They were assets, but me personally, tell me if I'm wrong. I think you designed your defenses around them. Like, you had to do certain stuff to better make him effective, Von Miller. And then with Chris, you probably felt as though I got a shutdown corner over here. I could do some things on the other side. It's in that now you're around it. You got guys, you got some superstars playing around, but you're well rounded right now. So instead of Von Miller giving you 35 sacks and Chris shutting down half the field, all 4 of your DBs are playing well. Then you go from that to all your front 7 on defense is playing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no household name on defense yet. Meaning, like, you got guys, you got some good players, some and they just not motherfucking doing no dumb shit right now. You don't gotta cater to that shit. Like, does that make sense, or am I just saying what I would say? You know what I mean?
It makes sense. That's exactly what it is.
Like, if I got a Khalil Mack on my team, I know I got to pick Khalil Mack in a situation to do some things. Like, when I had Jalen Ramsey, I knew I can just put him on one side of the field and just concentrate on the other side of the field and do some things over there. Like, I think this balanced you out in a process where you're so balanced all over the field that you just allowing your defense to play and you're able to just coach comfortably right now. A little different, man. I like it, and that's why I got you as the hottest team right now, because of what you got rid of to be able to put yourself in this situation right now. Like, so that's what I mean by you got rid of 2 superstar, fucking super studs, and y'all got better. Like, not too many people can say that. Get rid of that type of thing. Most people just look at it. Saints got rid of 2 of his top defensive players, and he went on a 4-game losing streak. So that comes with Elvis Dumerville Jr. being drafted. That comes with Dramonte Jones stepping up to an 82 right now, superstar. That comes with you going to go get Ndamukong Suh. That's big. Because now you got a seasoned vet with 96 strength in the middle, just playing it there. Like, still 33 years old. He is up there in age, but Jesus, he still can play. Outside linebacker Patrick Willis Jr. comes in the building. Sue Cravens is now a linebacker. This is coaching right here. You know what I'm saying? Alex Johnson, I don't know if he's starting right now, but Christian Kersey. You got guys that can fill in and play. None of these guys are outside of Bradley Chubb, and he's still developing into a complete superstar. But you got Chubb out there. Then you go to your secondary, Mike Hilton. Starts for you, right? Ain't this your starting corner?
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah, I got the starter, but he's in the slot.
32 teams in this league wouldn't have him as their starting corner right now. Bryce Callahan sitting there. Eli Apple, you got him out of free agency.
Yep.
Duke Dawson. Look like it's a change over here, and these guys are all running around. I don't know what their numbers looking like and nothing like that, but they running around, they playing solid football for you right now. But then Justin Simmons, Eric Berry is mentoring him right now, which is huge. Justin Simmons, and then Tyrann Mathieu is mentoring his goddamn self. But they are getting the football back for you all the time. Both of these guys. Let's go look at the stats. Shit, didn't Justin just have fucking three interceptions? Look, Tyrann Mathieu with 5 INTs on the year. And Justin Simmons, let's see what he's doing. with 8 INTs on the year. These guys are getting the quarterback, getting the ball back for your offense right now, man. This is huge right now. Do you feel like you're ahead of schedule with this team?
Yeah, I'm way ahead of schedule. I thought this year was going to be another rebuild season after I made that trade, and surprise, they said no, not this season.
We ready now, coach. No, ain't no reason. Then you ain't got. Then in that trade, bro. Let's talk about that. Like, so now you got a team that's won 8 out of 9 games, right? After that trade, and then it just doesn't get any. Look at this. The Arizona Cardinals gave you a top 5 pick. You got your own first. You come right back in the second. Twice. Then you got 2 picks in the third, 2 picks in the fourth. So you still all those. I'm a year away. We still in a rebuilding stage. Here's the rebuild right here to add along with those guys playing well right now. It's GM at the finest right now. Like things are looking on the upside for the Broncos. After taking one of the top worst 5 teams to play with in the league, you know, turned that around real fast after the reboot season, man. Looking like you can. How do you build off this success though right now? Because you're having good success. You haven't accomplished anything yet except for getting to the playoffs. If you get your ass in them playoffs, the moment they say you're a playoff team, you are 10 steps ahead of where you was at in the first league. I want to know, how do you build off of that?
Just enjoy the ride, basically. You know, we came in the season with no expectations. You know, we said everybody was going to win 4 games. And we doubled that, so yeah, I'm just happy to be able to go out and compete every week.
Now, what do you do when people seen the Broncos this year and they like, I got the Broncos, that's a win? Now they stop sleeping on you and they look at you as a team they have to beat now. Like, all right, I got the Broncos coming to the building. How do you keep that same energy of where you could still, you know, you're not sneaking up on nobody anymore. You're winning. You got a winning record. You're being looked at as amongst the top players in the league right now on the way you winning. How do you keep that energy and don't lose that?
If they was thinking that in the first place, that's their fault. I don't know what gave them the impression that I was an easy win, but
what do you got to say to these guys that's been complaining about the pass interferences that's being called against your receiver right now?
Just let them catch the ball.
Flat out, just let him catch the ball, man. Before we talk about our next team, I'm gonna read some of these comments and shit that's going on in the chat right now, and let's see what's going on. There go my boy right here. I will win the division. I bet you. I think you will, bro. I definitely do. Yep, you right. 49ers are 1-year wonders. Nilly Manilly. Shit. This is true. Yo, y'all be talking at work. Where you at, Quincy? Where are you? Hey, man. I'm just giving Hines a break right now. I don't feel like being on headset because we lost to the Ravens. And while Hines is resting, I'll see y'all tomorrow. My boy DC. Hey man, so them Packers over there, man, they started playing well. I know people are like, hey, can we talk about a 4-7 team over here though? But I am about to talk about a 4-7 team right now, because this 4-7 team was 0-5 to start the season off with right now, and they made some big moves on there. So let's talk about 2 players on this defense, 3 players on this defense that changed his team around right now. As soon as I find them. Here we go. So Eddie Peterson was I think a 2nd-round pick. Was it his 1st-round pick or a 2nd-round pick? Defensive end that you might not gonna see. So yeah, 2nd-round pick. You might not gonna see shitload of numbers from him right now. But what they did was they made some stout situations over there. He only got 2 sacks on the season as a rookie. But there's really not too many rookie defensive pass rushers that's really going ham. All right, so Kenny Clark, Calais Campbell, 2 X-Factor D-tackles starting in the middle right now. And then you see Javier Witherspoon sitting down here as a 3rd D-tackle. This is probably one of the best D-tackles that came out of that draft. But he's playing defensive end right now. So you got the 2 rookies on the defensive ends right now. And you got 2 X-Factors sitting in the middle of the field right now. Pass rush is serious, and you're really not going to better do too much on this. They strong as oxes right now, and you're not going to push them around at all. I think that's why he started winning ball games right now. You got a veteran as Zadarius Smith right now, that left outside linebacker, but Orrin Burks is playing well right now. Could have sworn I saw his name and some stats. It might be for interceptions right now. My bad. I didn't mean to go to that. check out what he's doing stat-wise right now. Took the Packers from having 5 interceptions right now, 52 tackles, 9 tackles for loss right now. Oren Burks is starting to become a household name and a starter for this team right now, which may help him not have to go after too many linebackers again in this draft class right now. Because he found one with that speed, man. So he got him to a 73, 87 speed, 91 to sell. But if you look at this secondary that the Packers possess right now, man, like this guy should be winning this division every year right now, bro. Like Jair Alexander shut down, 95 overall. AJ Bouye ain't no slouch, 86 overall. You got Josh Jackson. You got some speed running around here. And then when you get to these safeties, man, you got Darnell Savage, 86 zone hawk. And you still got Adrian Amos right now, bro. Like, he can lock you up man to man right now and really just send heat at you all game long and tell you to do something about it, be honest with you. But we have to give Mark a shout out, man. Mark playing really well right now, starting off 0-5, man. He's still fighting for this division. He only 2 games out, I mean. So it's a big fight over there. Like I said, I want to give shout outs to these coaches that's putting in work right now. Keep playing, keep that shit moving. That's how we move right now, man. DC, man, any more, like, now that we don't have any more undefeated teams left, any predictions on is your predictions on who can win the Super Bowl is still the same, or?
Well, I still got the Chiefs in there now in the NFC. It's gonna come down to Jungle and Biggs.
So we just going to ignore the Rams right now.
And I know they just, well, I think the Rams and Biggs, they go head to head so much that it might just wear them out in the playoffs.
Hey, man, because I got the Rams pick, I don't want to see him successful. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I think the Rams. I think you better not sleep on them Rams right now. I think the Rams has pushed themselves into front runner over there in that division. Off that big of Ellie losing the Jungle, I don't care that he only got 1 loss. I think the Rams just went what he won 5 straight or something. He had to get it together a little bit over there, but he's starting to turn it around. He's winning ball games right now. I think this Rams team is scary, man. If Rock cannot drop a game that he's not supposed to drop, for example, like he was able to do it, and this is why I think he's going to be better. Like, he gets into the game with the 49ers and he'll lose that first game. That's a game that he knows he should win, and he'll end up losing that game for whatever reason. Well, this time around, he kind of showed us he ain't losing those games no more, because he beat the brakes off the 49ers this time around. But I like this Ram team. They 4 games. They won 4 straight. They 340 points scored. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you. I mean, they got this. They got the deep. You know what? Let's get over here and look at this team. I'm not even going to slight him like that. We got to talk about this because he got the football team on paper right now to be able to match why he's winning right now. Like, flat out, bro. Like, we not going to act like he didn't go get Baker Mayfield.
No, we're not.
All right, so let's not act like Baker Mayfield throwing power in 98 right now. So let's not act like he got a guy that can fling the ball. Let's not act like he got the #1 running back in the league right now, Todd Gurley. All right, let's get past that. Let's not act like Cooper Kupp ain't on superstar, and the way he play offense, he don't need these guys to be running under bombs all game long. He need them to just move the chain, and he got all chain movers at receiver. Your top 3 receivers is over 85. I'm cool with that. At tight end, you still got Gerald Everett, 83, and Tyler Higbee. So you got guys not only can catch the football and got some speed to do some things, but these guys are blocking tight ends. Let's look at the left tackle, Shane Hollister right now. What is he? Because he's locked right now. But when he unlock, he going to have superstar traits. I can tell you that for a fact. 84 overall. You got 82 line. So that's 2 80s. That's 3 80s. That's 4 80s. And the 79 right now, rookie, that, once he unlock, he'll have superstar traits too as well, because I think he's a superstar as well. But 95 strength. So this is the top line. You're not looking at a line that's average completely, because they got good all 80s across the board. That's solid for having a line right now. So we're cool. You got 2 rookies. I don't know how they're going to play in the playoffs. But you got Mike Daniels sitting over here with 93 strength. We're cool with that. Seasoned veteran. Aaron Donald is still the best defensive rusher in the game, with his hand in the dirt. All right, so he went and got 2 strong D tackles. They might not be household names, but Danny Shelton is the 83 overall, and Andrew Billings is a 78 with 93 strength and 94 cell. So we got some things going on right now. He coach Ant, this blind side, man. Just checking. You praying all is well. How you doing? Traded for Vander Esch, 90 overall, at outside linebacker. This is big. Middle linebacker Drew Wyatt has turned into a superstar player right now, 80 overall, solid. Eubanks is a fearmonger. That's your X factor, 87 overall. Yo, bro, am I showing you something? Then when we get to the secondary, I'm scared of the secondary. Jalen Ramsey shuts down one half. Then while you worrying about him shutting down one half, David Long shuts down the other half right now. What the fuck, bro? We got ballers over here. Malik Hooker in the building, 88 overall. Like, you got names on this roster, and you can't tell me this team can't play in the Super Bowl. Then I don't know. My name ain't AntHits the franchise guru no more. It's up to him on how he get there or not. But I think he got the pieces to do it right now. This team's stronger than most of those teams over there. Are you in agreement with me that this is one of the stronger teams in the league?
It's definitely a strong team, and they got a great user.
And we talked about DC Snake Eyes being GM of the year and all that shit, but am I sleeping on Rocky right now? Like, this is GM of the year. You traded for Malik Hooker. You got Jalen Ramsey in the trade. You end up going go pick up Vander Esch in the trade. We talking about guys that's dogs right now. You got some free agent pieces over here. Danny Shelton. You got Babe Bull with Mike Daniels. You got some pieces over here. You put a hell of a line together that's going to be together for a little bit. It's not like they all fucking 50 years old over here. I still haven't seen an old lineman yet. 29 years old. You got him for about 4 years. This is great. Your tight ends and receivers are all the same, and you got your running back, but then you go get this quarterback. Yo, bro, this might be the best put together team off trades and free agency and all the way around the board. He might be the guy we sleeping on right now, man. Is this GM of the year?
It's hard to give everybody GM of the year title.
Bro, listen, a move don't make you GM of the year. Let me give you an example. Your move you made, the trade you made you'll never be called GM of the year because yours is going to be based off what you do with that trade. What you going to do with those draft picks. You get what I'm saying? Right. The move the coach made, that's a win now move. You know what I'm saying? They win right now. I want to win right now. I want to be better than the Jaguars in that division, better than the Texans in that division, better than the Titans in that division. That's what that was. So when you get players like Tyron Smith and you get players like Lattimore and Sheldon and you get those, and Rankins, you get those type of players, you putting them on the field, you trying to win right the fuck now. This is what he did. Because if you look at it, look what I'm talking about. Go to his draft picks. Third round, fifth round, sixth round. So he said, all right, I need fillers right now because I don't have no top picks right now, but you still get to play in the third round 3 times before this draft is over with. And you get to play in the fifth round twice, once in the sixth, once in the seventh. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 draft picks you got on this team right now. And our type of drafts we have, that's good, still have these picks, but you went and got starters all over the field, and all you really giving up was what, bro? Like, I don't even know what he lost over there. Dante Fowler, okay, you can find a Dante Fowler anywhere. What did he lose, Joe? What did he really lose? His first is already sitting in Jacksonville for the Jalen Ramsey trade. So what did he lose? Baker Mayfield. You got Baker Mayfield in the building, bro. Like, got a nice quarterback in the building. Yeah, I don't know, bro. This is GM of the year. Like, again, your move was made for the future. These guys made their moves now. So to me, it's between the Colts and the Rams, and now you got to talk about it like this: whatever guy go the farthest, and when the season, at the end of the season, whoever has the better record and go the farthest, to me, will be GM of the year. Looking for a contract restructure. Like, damn, coach, I got GM of the year. What's up with that contract restructure? One of them gonna be looking for it. I like it, man. I like the Rams team right now, man. And to me, they're the team to beat right now, bro. Like, over there, for real. They the hot team in the NFC right now. What's going on? Can he play under that pressure though? Let me see what some of these comments is before we close this thing out. Right, laughing a lot. Right, that's right. Hey, 49ers is wondering, man. Anyway, this your boy AntHits, the franchise guru. We're here to the spitter, man. We'll be back again, man. We showed y'all some love. We talked about some of these teams, showed y'all the state of the league right now, how tight it is. I can guarantee you can't go in nobody else's league and get the shit you getting over here, because we the best that did it. You heard? Holla at us.
Peace.